we're back. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what happens on Dear Father Al, you send to me your daily problems about life, about love, relationships, whatever your issues may be. Please consider sending them to me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. And what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. Today is Saturday, March 25th, episode number 28. Again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can contact me 24 hours a day. The telephone number you can reach me is area code 623-764-8893. Again, 623-764-8893. You can also send an email to me. The email address is contactfatheral@gmail.com. Again, contactfatheral@gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al, and in the body of the message, give me about 500 words or less, and what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down. Hey, Paula, and jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. Our social media handle is Dear Father Al. Again, Dear Father Al is our social media handle that applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button if you have not done so already. So if this is the first time that you've watched the show, what I do is I get the information, letters, text messages, and emails and whatnot. I read them off, and then I reply back with a common sense solution here on the show. If by chance you're experiencing something similar to what we're talking about on the show, please add your comments in the chat line, or Paula type hello. You might see that in there. So again, in that text chat area, add your comments in that chat line area, and I will read those off as well. And oftentimes people add their comments in the chat line, and that helps out in the conversation. So if there may be something that I may have overlooked, some opinion, some advice that may be different than mine, so adding that into the chat line also adds to the show and to the discussion. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the letter that I received last week. And again, thank you for tuning in. Hello, Paula. Love you, love you, love you. And Paula, sidebar, I just recently chatted with Jan. So the plan is to go to Sedona, probably in, March, April. So April, actually, likely May or so. So sometime in May, I plan to drive up to Sedona and hang out with Jan. So looking forward to hanging out with Jan. If Jan is tuning in, hey Jan. For right now, we got Paula here live on the show. Hello, Paula. Love you, love you, love you. All right, so let's go ahead and roll forward with the letter that I received last week. So the letter I received last week, it says, Dear Father Al, I've read that vibrators can help women. So she hasn't told me. Maybe she was trying to keep it a secret, have me all to yourself. So, yeah, so she hasn't told you. I don't know if you talked to her or not, but yeah, that was the plan. Is still ironing stuff out. She's doing some stuff in April, so likely May or so, sometime in May, going to drive up there for, stay there a day-ish, drive up there late one day, stay a full day, and then leave the following morning. So that afternoon or so. So that's the plan. All right, so this is what I got. So it says, Dear Father Al, I've read that vibrators can help women who can't have orgasms, so I've been thinking about buying one. I've never had the nerve to walk into a sex shop and ask for one. I've seen ads for vibrators in magazines and online, and I suppose I could order one. But, it's always a but, no pun intended. But I don't know what kind and size to get. And a texture, okay, it's kind, size, and texture, okay, to get. And I don't want to spend a lot of money on a cheap product. I've also heard that a penis-shaped vibrator isn't necessarily the best type. Is that true? What other kind is there? With kickstands. I really appreciate any information you could give me on the different kind of vibrators available and how I can get one. Also, do they come wrapped in plain packages? I'd die if someone found out what I ordered. Signed, Vibe. Okay, Vibe, I will reply back to you shortly. So if by chance, if you're willing to share, if you have purchased a toy, whether it's you purchased, your friend, wink wink, has purchased a toy, please add your comments in the chat line and I will read those off to share with others your experience on ordering sex toys, whether it's from the shop or online or whatever. Please go ahead and add that into the chat line. So this is what I have for Vibe. All right, Vibe, so this is what I have for you. Dear Vibe, there are multiple sizes, shapes, colors, textures, and features which come with toys. It's a personal choice, so having a penis-shaped toy may or may not be the best option for you. You know, it's a personal choice. You may need something more discreet, which you could carry in your purse. I've seen some, you know, whether it's the vibrators or other stuff, that it's on a keychain, little small, you know, things on a keychain. Go figure. You're in the middle of traffic, you're bored, right? So you can carry something that you can carry in your purse and pleasure yourself on the go and away from home. There are some which stimulate multiple erogenous zones. If there are sex toys in your neighborhood, so if you're riding around, you see some sex toys, likely you're going to see some sort of signage from them which will reference their website, whether it's their website, their social media site, some place where you can order products directly from them. What I would do is I would check out their website and I'd search around and identify which product most appeals to your sexual needs. You know, whether it's penis shaped or whether something is more flesh tone, dark, pink, and even they have some that are multicolors and various shapes, so it doesn't necessarily look like a penis, it's just some sort of inanimate object. You know, if you don't want the thought of a plastic penis-shaped product inserted inside you, you just want some inanimate toy to kind of take your mind off that element of it. Then they've got some with multiple colors, shapes, you know, whether it's glass, plastic, all kind of crazy stuff. So, again, go to their website. If you've got a store nearby, find out their website and see what they have online and go from there. So, the site may claim to deliver discrete packaging. However, even if their packaging is a plain red package, they say, okay, we do discreet, but when they mail stuff, it's in this real bright shaped, plain package, packaging, whether it's a box or some sort of padded envelope with bright colors and designs and stuff on there, and not even having a return address. Well, your postal carrier and the neighbors that may see, nosy neighbors looking around, oh, what kind of stuff that's coming in her mail? The nosy neighbors, your mail carrier will know, oh, okay, well, Mrs. Smith, she ordered a package from the sex store because the package is in that familiar pink, blue, red, whatever color, although it does not have a return address. So, again, the site may claim to deliver in discreet packaging. However, even if their packaging is in a plain red package with no return address, the mail carrier will likely know is from that sex shop. If the same package is larger than a bread box, your carrier may suddenly become more interested in getting to know you. They have to deliver the products from the sex store on a pallet. You may start getting a bunch of new friend requests. So, what you could do, and I'm all for supporting the local business, but if you want to be well discreet and you want to avoid any additional drama, what you could do is you could find your desired item at that sex store's website and consider shopping for the same product on a more generic store like, and they're not paying me to say this, Walmart, Target, or even something more global like Amazon, Amazon's website. So no one would expect a sex toy to be packaged in a box from someplace like Amazon, Target, or Walmart. So when you get products from there, especially Amazon, for example, just real plain brown, it says Amazon on the top. I'm sure the other ones have that as well. So no one will be the wiser on the stuff that you are ordering. So that is what I have for you. Vibe. So if by chance, if you have experienced something like that, you want it to be discreet, whether it's a sex toy or other stuff, how were you able to get your item shipped to you in a discreet manner? Add your comments in the chat line, and I will respond and read those off as well. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope of friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, to help you move forward in life. As I always say, take my advice and live a better life. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button. In the description, you're going to see a few links, a couple links. The first link you're going to see in the description is the Friend of the Father Partner link. And when you click that link, what that will do is that will take you to a PayPal page. And on the PayPal page, you're going to see the link. You're going to see a little drop. There's going to be a drop-down option that's there. And in the drop-down option, you're going to see some list of options. The first one is going to be the Friend of the Father Partner program. The Friend of the Father Partner program, that is a program that we created to help keep the program alive. And when you donate to the Friend of the Father Partner program, what we'll do is we'll take your funds, and then what we'll do is we'll apply those to the upgrade package. We're still trying to gather funds so we can upgrade the streaming software that we have for the show. Currently, we're using a product called vMix, vMix is not paying me to say that, but we're using a product called vMix, and when you donate, we'll apply that to the upgrade, and the upgrade, what that will do is that will allow us to add more interactivity into the broadcast. So that is what you're going to see for that first set. The second set you're going to see is the Living Legacy program. The Living Legacy program, that is a program that we created where we'll take donated mobile devices, laptops, notebooks, Samsung Galaxy Notes. We take those and we refurbish them and then bring them back to factory reset and donate them to senior citizens 65 years and older with no income requirements. So if you're a senior 65 and older, or if you know a senior 65 years and older that needs a mobile device, we've got a bunch of stuff in the background, actually in the back, and we'll be able to assist you or the senior that you know. The reason why we chose the Samsung Galaxy Notes is because the Samsung Galaxy Notes come with a built-in stylus, and oftentimes the seniors may have frail hands, and what they can do is they can pull out the stylus and navigate on the Samsung Galaxy Note with the stylus. We'll take the real legacy ones, the 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 models, the real legacy ones, but with those cannot be used as a phone because they're the older technology. If you decide to donate one of the more current ones, the 9, Model 9 and forward, we'll take those, and those can actually be used as a phone. The other ones are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Seniors can take those to the grocery store, the library, tap into the free Wi-Fi, and connect to the internet that way. So that is the difference between the two. The other link you're going to see in there, actually the other reference you're going to see in that set of drop-down is the open, reference to the open and private. Open, that is where we'll tell any and everybody who donated, how much they donated. Private, that is where we'll keep who donated confidential. All right, so that is the difference between the two. The other link that you're going to see in the description is the Father Al wish list. Click that link. What that will do is that will take you to an Amazon.com page, and you'll see all kind of cool accessories, golf accessories, cigar accessories, all kind of great stuff. So if by chance, if I've helped you out, even in some small way, and you want to send some love to me, Father Al, for helping you out, helping you move forward in life, hey, click that link. It'll take you to an Amazon.com page. Select something, have it drop shipped to me. If you've been around a while, you'll notice that people have been donating very fine cigars. And this last one that I got has been holding up really well. I've got it in a humidor, also with the other components that are in there that keep it humid, as well as wrapped tightly in a Ziploc package, which helps it keeps its shape, and again, is holding up quite well. So if you want to donate an actual cigar to me, call me, text me, let me know you're going to send some stuff to me. You can go to your favorite cigar website, cigar brick and mortar store, have some stuff drop shipped to me, and again, let me know that some stuff is coming my way, so when the concierge contacts me downstairs to say, hey, Father Al, you've got a package, I'll know what the package is. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So far live on the chat line, I've got Paula. Love you, Paula. Love you. Smooches, smooches, smooches. So we're going to go ahead and roll forward with the next letter that I received. All right, so this one says, Dear Father Al, I have a monthly subscription service with a national home alarm system chain. I receive alerts if there are attempted break-ins at my home. I'm a retired woman who lives alone, and I'm a retired man that lives alone, and I like it. I have heard about security cameras consumers can purchase What do you recommend? Signed, Senior Security. Okay, Senior Security. Hey, Paul. So what do you recommend? Signed, Senior Security. So if by chance you have a home, without dropping any names of home security companies, services, add your comments in the chat line. If you have a home security service, let us know which brand or which service that you use in the chat line. If you're happy, if you're unhappy, good, bad, indifferent, what your comments are about these security services. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'm going to go ahead and roll forward and read what I have for Senior Security. All right, so Dear Senior Security, there are likely multiple security video camera systems you could install on your home property. My concern, especially with brazen vandals and some of these stuff that I see and hear, read on social media, and people are just going nuts, lately, just real brazen, don't care, hey, you got me on camera, big deal, really. All right, so my concern, especially with brazen vandals, is what if they find a way to find a blind spot in your surveillance coverage. Your camera, covers, let's say, 90 degrees, for example. Well, what about those additional degrees that it doesn't cover? What if they are able to sneak behind the camera and destroy your camera that way? Bugs instead. So that's just my thought. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I was just looking while I was reading, just kind of peeping up at the stream. So if by chance you were watching and I saw on here that it said no data, so if by chance, if your screen, the feed has locked and you didn't hear my response to Senior Security, Paula, and whoever is watching, please add that in the chat line and I will reread the response to Senior Security. Again, I received some note that said that no data and the feed may have been lost or broken. So let me know if the feed was broken and you're not able to see what I read in the response to Senior Security. All right, so you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope, it did stall. Okay, so Paula said it did stall. So Paula, let me know, it may have stalled, but did it stop and still hear the complete response to Senior Security? Let me know in a sec, and I will go back and reread that if by chance, if it skipped entirely. So you're here with me, Father Al, so not sure. Okay, so I will go ahead and reread, for what it's worth, I will reread the response to Senior Security in the rare case that the feed was broken and it did not play in its entirety. So again, this is what I have, and obviously we're going to go over no harm, no foul. So again, I got another message that says no data. Go figure. All right, so this is what I have for Senior Security again. Dear Senior Security, there are likely multiple security video camera systems you could install on your home properly. My concern, especially with brazen vandals, is what if they find a way to find a blind spot in your surveillance coverage, damage the camera, and proceed to break in. Rather than purchase one, consider calling your security service to see if they offer installation, maintenance, and monthly leasing of video service with a warranty. So, if something happens, it would likely be covered for a replacement. Have you considered getting two big dogs instead? Just a thought. So, again, that is what I have for senior security. So Paula said, I was busy trying to get it back. No harm, no foul. Thank you, Paula, for that. So what I did is I went ahead and reread the response for senior security if by chance, if the content was dropped, the feed was dropped in its entirety, you won't miss anything. So that is what I have for senior security, and it seems as if it dropped starting around when I decided to start replying to senior security. So we should be okay with content in that letter to me as well as the response. Click the like, click the share. Thank you again, Paula. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up. Tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And definitely click the subscribe button. Take my advice and live a better life. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope of friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, to provide a common sense solution to help you move forward in life. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the next one I received. So, next one that I got, it says, Dear Father Al, I've been dating a woman who is by all indications an alcoholic. When she's with me, I can usually keep her off the bottle. She frankly admits that 1 or 2 nights a week she'll drink herself senseless in the privacy of her own apartment. When she's sober, she's a fine woman as I've ever known. I've been thinking of asking her to marry me on the assumption that once I have her under my wing, I'll be able to get her to kick her drinking habit. Will the bottle let me down? Signed, Blinded by Booze. Okay, Blinded by Booze. I will respond back to you shortly. So if by chance, if you dated someone, whether it's you're currently going through that situation or something you've happened in the past, dated, married, divorced, whatever, please add your comments in the chat line to let us know, briefly, how you were able to cope with the situation. Again, click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button. Okay? So this is what I have for Blinded by Booze. All right, Blinded by Booze. Tobacco. Well, I got a smoking habit. All right, so Dear Blinded by Booze, I think you're mistaken in thinking that marriage can cure alcoholism. Uncontrollable drinking is not only a sickness itself, it can also be a symptom of a more serious psychological illness, which should be treated professionally. You should guide this woman into the hands of a group like, and they're not paying me to say this, Alcoholics Anonymous, or a psychiatrist, or both, and put off any thoughts of marriage until you're satisfied she's off the sauce or that she has her drinking under control. So that is what I have for you, Blinded by Booze. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button. All right, so we've got one more that I'm going to read off, and we're going to call it a day. So because I had to read the one for senior security twice, no harm, no foul, has taken us over the 30-minute slot. So, hey, no harm, no foul. So this is the very last one that I have. All right, so it says, Dear Father Al, my wife and I have been married for a few years. Best wishes. This is the first marriage for the both of us. There is a sizable age gap between the two of us. Okay? I'm in my early 30s and she's in her 20s. Okay? The problem, it's always a problem. The problem is that she is now pregnant with our first child. Lately, when I get aroused, start lovemaking, and even gently touch her stomach, she starts to complain. I'm getting very frustrated with this. She has also suggested that we wait for more sex until after the baby is born. 9 months? Okay? It says WTH. You know, what the heck? WTH. What did I get myself into? Yeah. Help. Signed, Horny Husband. Okay, horny husband. I will reply back to you next week. You waited this far, for help. So I'm hopeful you can wait another week for my response to your issue. So if by chance you've dealt with something like this in your relationship, for example, if you were pregnant, did you make your partner wait 9 months? 9 months. Did you make your partner wait 9 months, to continue having intercourse? Please let me know. Add your comments in the chat line. So Paula says, maybe she's scared sex might hurt the baby. I've heard that before. Maybe it'll cause some indentation, right, on top of the baby. Put a dimple, a cleft into the top of the baby's head. You're hurting him. I've seen skits on TV comics where the baby's kind of dipping and dodge, dipping and dodge. Oh, wow! Just kind of missed it coming at me. So I've seen little stuff like that. That always made me laugh. So again, maybe she's concerned that it may hurt the baby, whether it's the male inserting and the baby's gonna hit the baby, poke the baby's eye out, or the pressing on the baby may hurt the baby. Maybe just needs to just not touch her stomach, touch her hips or hold on to her hips during intercourse or whatever. So please add your comments in the chat line and I will read those off as well. And let's see if we can help horny husband. 9 months. Hey, that is a long, for some, 9 months is quite some time. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I love each and every one of you. I'm very grateful for all of you who have watched the broadcast, whether it's live, whether it's on demand, or however you've watched it, Facebook, YouTube Direct. However, I'm very grateful that you have stuck with me thus far. And all those of you who have added your comments in the chat line, whether it is live like Paula has or after the fact, all the better. Either way, I'll take it. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope, friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, take my advice, live a better life. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button. So again, we will reply to horny husband who may have to wait 9 months. Ooh, it's like a prison sentence. 9 months before he can have sex again with his wife. So here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And until next week, we will have Cesar Chavez's birthday, which is on the 31st. So for those of you who celebrate Cesar Chavez's birthday, hey, have a safe and happy Cesar Chavez birthday on the 31st of March. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And again, until next week, go in peace.